Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be your last warning because I don't know how much time is left. So this is it now because people have been criticizing me and saying stuff. But these people are living in Walt Disneyland, put it that way. These people are living literally with their heads stuck in the sand, believing the New World Order propaganda, which is the television, which is the news and all of that stuff. They try to tell people everything's all right. We have everything under control. Where'd we hear that before? But anyways, this is what I want to say. Whoever you are, do what you want with this message, okay? Put it that way. People can deny reality, but they cannot deny the consequences of denying that reality. This is going to happen for sure. And by the way, it's all planned and orchestrated and designed to happen. So this is what I wanted to say. The Canadian banks are going to collapse. The U.S. banks are going to collapse. This is all planned, okay? Like they're doing in the cyberbs. It's everywhere. Like, I don't know if you guys listened to my other video about the new Canadian government. That's what they're in with cybergs, and they said that for bailouts, because people are being lied to, okay? The government is not okay. They are in bankruptcy, okay? Every government is in bankruptcy because this is part of the global elitist agenda plan. It's to bankrupt every nation, to bankrupt governments, total destruction of nations, okay? You destroy the economy, you destroy the wealth. This is what they want. Because what these people want is a one world army, a one world flag, a one world constitution, a one world currency, and a one world government. And these people are working right now on their best efforts towards a one world government. Total control, total power. So, whoever you are, I'm telling you right now, may you pull your money out of the banks. Whatever you have in the bank, may you pull it out right now, and you need to stock up food and water for you and your family. You may be saying, yeah, but why do I have to take my money out if my money's not going to be any more good? Because on this side of the collapse, okay, I'm telling you, the collapse is coming. Believe me, the collapse is coming, ladies and gentlemen. On this side of the collapse, you have a window of opportunity to buy food, water, and supplies, you name it. On this side, you have a great privilege to do that right now. So I'm telling you, the Canadian banks are going to collapse. The United States banks are going to collapse. The whole world is going to collapse. All the world's currencies are going to collapse. And plus, this is Bible prophecy being fulfilled right before our very eyes. Because if you read James chapter 5, it says, "Come now, you rich, weep and howl for your miseries that are coming upon you." Okay? And it says, even the gold is cankered against you. Moth eaten, you name it. And in Ezekiel, somewhere in the book of Ezekiel, it says that they're going to even have to cast their, what's it called? They're going to cast their gold into the streets. No more value, no more nothing. Okay? This is all engineered and all planned. The reason why I'm saying this, because I don't want anybody to suffer. I do not want anybody to suffer, so I got to make sure that my hands are clean and I have no blood on my hands. So I'm warning you that it's coming, okay? The financial collapse is coming, ladies and gentlemen, okay? You guys can think I'm crazy, I'm a wacko, whatever. Think what you want to think. You're going to see it happen. Time will show. And it has nothing to do with me, and I want no credit in this whatsoever. I'm telling you what the Bible says. Because this is exactly, for those of you that know history, let's go back in history. It's all planned out. It's called problem, reaction, solution. Okay? The globalists, they create a crisis, so the people of the world, they run to the government as their saviors. Okay? Like, before World War II, what happened? What happened there? They were printing more money. They were printing money and money and money that they don't have, just like they're doing today. I guess people do not learn from their mistakes. But it's all engineered. It's all planned. They don't care. This is exactly what they want to do. They want to bring everything down to the collapse point. So everything collapses. But I'm saying, before World War II, because there was no reason for World War II. I want to get into this. The Illuminati, they're the ones that put Hitler in power. But before they did it, this is what they did. So that people would accept such a leader to come in. Okay, before World War II happened, this is what happened. The German people were printing more money and more money and more money and more money, and history shows that you cannot print money that you don't have. So they were doing it. Okay, and we're making the exact same mistake right now, and it's not a mistake. It's all engineering, it's all planned, it's all orchestrated. Put it that way. So they're printing money until the German people went into hyperinflation, and then eventually their whole entire economy collapsed. It just collapsed. People were starving to death. They're in a place of bankruptcy. They were crying out for relief for anyone to come into power to set them free. And that's how Hitler came into power. Hitler did not force himself into power. Hitler was welcomed to the platform with arms wide open. And look what happened. That's exactly what they wanted to do. They create a crisis, so they set up a leader. And what happened after? Hitler burned down his own Reichstag. He burned his Reichstag down, and he blamed it on the British. For what reason? So he can confiscate the firearms of the German people, so he can create a total police state, martial law, and then he went to World War II. There's no reason for World War II, but the Rothschilds, they make big bucks off of wars. They make money off of war, but there was a reason for World War II, because there was no reason for World War II. Let me explain why. World War I is because they failed. They had a plan for World War I, but they failed out of it. There was no reason for World War I, but this was the reason why they created it. They created World War I for what reason? So they can create a United Nations, and they can create the European Union. But they failed. They failed they did not succeed. So they created another war, which was World War II, and they succeeded. They brought the European Union and the United Nations out of the ashes of the Holocaust. That's exactly what they did, and they were successful. They've been at this since day one, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's fast forward to the Oklahoma bombing. Now what happened there? It's because there was a militia movement. There was a militia movement that they didn't like. So what did they do? They attacked the Oklahoma building. And by the way, there's a book. If you guys want to get the book, you guys should go read it. It's called The Final Jihad. In the book of The Final Jihad says that there's coming a terrorist attack to the city of Oklahoma. And that book was 2 years before it happened. Okay? That book came out 2 years before the Oklahoma bombing. These people tell us exactly what they're going to do. And let's fast forward, and I don't have to remind any of you. Let's fast forward to 9/11. 9/11, they created that crisis, 9/11, for what reason? To install a global police state, to bring in martial law. Now they can tap in on your phones. They can do whatever, without a warrant, whatever. Now they have this pro thing. They can arrest you just by thinking. If they think you're going to commit a crime, they can arrest you. This is where we are. We're living in a totalitarian government. This is the George Orwell. This is the Orwellian nightmare becoming a reality. And this is Bible prophecy, because the Bible says world government is coming. But the Bible did not tell us how it was going to come. But for us that know, now we know how it's going to come, by these global elitists and all this. But I want to say this. They're going to crash all the currencies, because like I said, the currency is only paper. When the U.S. collapses, when the United States dollar collapses, the rest of the world is going down with it, because their currency should be backed up by gold, but it's not. Because it's not, it's going to collapse. Everything's going to collapse, and that's exactly what they want. Why? Because they say we need a world bank for the world to come into. We need a single bank system. Oh, for a single bank system, what do you need, ladies and gentlemen? You need a one world currency, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They already have the dime ready. They said United Future, and there's another one called Unity and Diversity. This is what they're doing. They're bringing in world government. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this is what's happening. James Warburg, 1950, February 7th, he said, we shall have world government whether we like it or not, but the question is either by consent or by conquest. And David Rockefeller, we are on the verge of a global transformation. All that we need now is a global crisis, a major crisis, and the nations will accept the New World Order. So whoever you are, I'm warning you right now, the Canadian banks are going to collapse. The whole world, all the banks of the world are going to collapse. Okay? The government's going to take money out of your bank account that you work for with hard work, whatever you do in a job, whatever your job is, the government is going to take your money out of the banks. They're going to close the banks. They're going to shut them down. And when this happens, believe me, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be riots. When people can't get their money out of the banks, they're going to freak out. What do you think is going to happen? They're going to freak out. The government's taking my money. There's going to be riots. There's going to be all kinds of fightings. People are probably going to be going from house to house, breaking into other people's houses, trying to steal their food. But me, I'm getting out of here. Me, I'm leaving. I'm going to my mom's house. She lives in the country. I'm going to be out of here because this place is going to be a zoo. This place is going to be in tremendous chaos. The whole world is going to be in chaos at this time, okay? So probably at this time, that's when they're going to be able to install martial law. Create a crisis, boom. They do exactly what they want to do. They'll install martial law, a global police state. That's what they're going to do. They're going to create a panicment environment, and this is how they're going to do it. It's all about the New World Order. So, ladies and gentlemen, the New World Order is taking over. Do what you want with this. Mock it, scoff it, make fun of it, do whatever you want. It's going to happen, whether you believe in it or not. And plus, back in 1950, listen to this, back in 1950, Paul Henry Spaak, this is what he said in front of everybody. He said, "We do not want another committee. We have too many already. What we want is a man of significant stature who is able to hold the allegiance of all people," that's universal, "who is able to hold the allegiance of all people to pull us out of this economic morass in which we are all sinking. Send us such a man, and be he God or the devil, we will receive him." Wow, that's powerful language. We will receive him. They're looking for a single leader, ladies and gentlemen. They're bringing in world government, and everything is ready to go. And all that is happening, we are living on borrowed time. The rapture of the church is about to take place. So I just wanted to leave this warning behind. Whoever you are, may you take your money out of the banks. I'm telling you, the government is going to steal your money. Okay? They're bringing in a one world government, and they want to eliminate all other religions. They want to eliminate all religions, and they want to set up a one world religion, ladies and gentlemen. This is all Bible prophecy coming to pass. And plus this, North Korea is for real. Okay? I want you guys to understand this. North Korea is for real. They have targeted some cities. Washington, Los Angeles, and Austin, Texas. Those are the only ones that I know of. You see, this is the threat that we have. They want to so they're destroying our national sovereignty. They're destroying our independence in everything because they want to unite the whole world government. They want to unite everything, like I said before. Because Canada, U.S., and Mexico are going to emerge into a world super country, like Europe. But the NAFTA thing was set up to fail. Canada, U.S., and Mexico are all going to shift to the European Union. And that's where everybody is going to join into the one world government. We're going to say this is the only way that we can protect the world and save the world. We must come together in unity, in justice, in peace. And the only way that we can have this is if we set up a world government. Okay? We won't have to worry about crisis anymore. We don't, too many governments. We need to eliminate all of them, and we just set up a one world government. We'll have no more problems. That's exactly what they want. They want to make everybody their slaves. They want to have absolute control over every single person. For the government to have control over its people, its citizens, they have to have them monitored. And that's exactly what they're going to do with all the surveillance systems, everything that is happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, this is for real. This is what's coming down the line right now. Okay? They're bringing in world government. There's many high-ranking globalists that are working right now. The best efforts, the groundwork is being laid to bring in world government, you name it, one world currency. They want to get rid of the banks. We're going into a digital economy. So they're going to come out with digital cards or whatever. Digitalized world we're in. That's what's going to happen. Digitalizing everything. So this is all I wanted to say. So where you are, I want to say it again. Stock up food and water, especially for those of you that have children. You need to stock up food and water because the banks are going to collapse. I said what I had to say. You cannot say that you were not warned. You have been warned right here and right now. You have been warned. The global economic collapse is coming, and there's going to be riots. Many people are going to be caught off guard, and many people are in for a great awakening. This is all I got to say, and God bless you all.